Mojo! Welcome to another Mojo memorization optimization moment. Today we're going to see how quickly we can transport the required content for factors affecting the rates of diffusion into your long-term memory. We've got a really nice visual story here for you, perfect for your powerful visual memory. So clear your head and switch on your imagination. Ready? If you've seen the video on diffusion exchange surfaces, you'll already know that the coolest surface in the world own those ancient VW vans. Truth is, you can hardly fit anything in a VW van. As a result, the vans are jammed so tight with kit, they're like bombs that could explode at any moment. Instead of a car bomb, think of a VW van bomb. So emptying them is like defusing a bomb. It's all about taking the contents of the van from a place of high concentration in the van and transporting them to a place of low concentration outside the van. Diffusing sounds like diffusion, and diffusion is the process of transporting materials from areas of high concentration to areas of low concentration. So this story is all about how to change the rate of diffusing your van. The rate of diffusion across a surface is increased by having a large surface area. So how can you speed up the diffusing of your tightly packed VW bomb? Open more doors, of course. One door slow, lots of doors much quicker. Obvious, really. The bigger the area you can take the stuff out of the van, the quicker the diffusing will happen. Exchange surfaces are specialized to have thin membranes, so the diffusion path is as short as possible. Thin makes diffusion fast, thick makes diffusion slow. So you've opened more doors. What else speeds up van bomb defusing? Try using really thin men. Thin men can fit more easily in and out of the tightly packed van, diffusing it more quickly. Thicker men are much slower. Oh, it's worth remembering that thin men have thin men's brains. Think thin membranes. Get it? A good constant blood supply near the surface carries molecules away and makes continued diffusion faster. So, open doors, thin men. Another trick that diffusion experts use is to cover everything with blood. Sounds disgusting, but have you ever noticed how fresh blood is so slippy? Therefore, a good blood supply all over the contents of the van increases how quickly you can diffuse it. The difference in concentrations, or the concentration gradient, will affect the rate of diffusion. When diffusing a VW van bomb, you need to be concentrating on what you're doing. It's all about making a difference in that concentration. The bigger the difference between your concentration and no concentration, the better. Temperature has an effect on the rate of diffusion. Molecules have more energy when warmer, and so they can move faster across exchange surfaces. This next trick is pretty obvious. The faster you work at diffusing the van, the hotter you get. The hotter you get, the quicker the van is empty. So, higher temperatures mean quicker diffusing. Better ventilation around exchange surfaces will increase the rate of diffusion. If you're hot, a great way to cool down is to increase the ventilation. Perhaps a fan. Increasing the ventilation will allow the thin men to diffuse faster. So, to visualize the things that make defusing faster, picture really clearly in your head a VW van bomb with all the doors open, being emptied carefully by lots of thin men, the contents covered in blood. The men are concentrating really hard, they are hot and working fast, and you have a fan to ventilate them. And that's it for diffusing, or diffusion. The content you need is on screen and in the download. The quiz is the next thing to do. It'll force your brain to fire those memory connections and cement the story in your brain. Don't forget the worksheet, and then the Mojo Minute if you need a short blast of just the story. We'll be in touch by email to remind you when to re-watch this video, but in the meantime, thanks for using your imagination.